is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello Gorgeous.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Johnny, what are you doing in the bathroom? What are you saying? Wait, where are your toy cars? Oh no, tell me you didn't. Honey, call Mike Scott Plumbing.
I didn't do anything.
For once, that's true, but little Johnny flushed his toys down the toilet and now it's broke.
Yes. No. I'll get the phone. What's the toll-free number?
866-314-4443.
Got it. 866-314-4443.
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, they do it.
If you're thinking trees, you got to be thinking about Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. Bob has citrus trees including lemon, lime, orange, grapefruit, and tons of others, starting at just $59.99. All other fruit trees, starting with smaller blueberries, they're priced from the super low $9.99. All the way up to avocado. Yes, we've got avocado, and they're just $139. And don't forget shade trees. Ocala's largest selection. You buy a large tree, 4 to 6 feet, Bob's super low price of $49.99, and then you get another one just like it for half price. Did we say Bob has trees? You better believe it. While you're there, be sure to check inside the greenhouse on their indoor foliage at 20% off and bird baths at 10% off. Get on over to Bob Wine's Camellia Garden, Southeast 38th Street, daily till 4, Saturdays till 3. They're in the same blooming location for going on 70 years.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to the wrap-up hour number 2. Heard we started rolling out the candidate forum advertisements. We're going to take all next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. District 1 will come in on Monday. District 3 will come in on Tuesday. District 4 will come in on Wednesday. That's going to be an hour show because that's going to be an hour-long forum because there's 6 candidates running for that district. District 5 will come in on Thursday, and the mayoral candidates will wrap up the week on Friday, getting you set for, you'll have about a month before the election then to maybe go back and replay it over and over and see. And, I will take, by the way, if you have certain questions that you would like asked, I certainly will take the suggestions. I have no guarantee that they'll be asked. But if you want to send me some questions you think that maybe something you want to find out about the candidates, do it at tom@woca.com. I'm going to have a lot of candidates, so I'm going to have to come up with a few questions. I'm not going to, candidates aren't going to all get all of them going to get the same 3 or 4 questions. That's how they do these forums, and I go, I just don't like that. I want them to think on their feet. I want them to, if you've heard the same question for 3 districts and now it's your turn, if you hadn't formulated a response in that 35, 40 minutes, you've been sitting there listening to the same question, I don't want you as an elected official. But the candidate forum will be next week starting on Monday. So if you want to submit any questions that you would like to possibly have asked, I will peruse them, and maybe or maybe not your question will get on the air. Send them to tom@woca.com. tom@woca.com. The school board met in an emergency meeting yesterday to decide that masks are not optional anymore. Now they're mandatory, but there's an opt-out clause. The meeting lasted over 6 hours, come less than a week after the school board said it was prompted, that it was going to do mask optional. The school district reported that 37 schools, 9 district departments had confirmed COVID positives. The board voted 3-1 to implement a mask mandate resolution with opt-out clause. And they say it's because of the transmission of the Delta variant. Everything's now the Delta variant's fault. They settled on a 90-day resolution with plans to remove the mandate when transmission levels drop here in Marion County. It'll go into effect on Thursday. It extends to children on buses. People ask to let them be optional. But here's my question. What's the difference between mandatory with an opt-out clause or optional? Because if you're a parent because they can't, the children will be able to opt out for, teachers have to show a medical or religious reason. Children do not. Parents do not. So a parent can say, I don't want my kid wearing a mask. I'm opting out. Well, that's still mask optional. They did 6 hours on this and pretty much just reworded what they'd already said. Before it was optional. Now it's mandatory with an opt-out clause. So if your parents don't want you to wear a mask, it's optional. They can say no. The only board member that voted against it was Allison Campbell that was in attendance. Chairwoman Nancy Thrower, Vice Chair Kelly King, and Board Member Eric Cummings all supported the mask mandate with the opt-out clause. Allison Campbell opposed it. So that's where we are with the mask mandate. There is a mask mandate now in place for Marion County schools for the next 90 days, but with a caveat. If you as a parent want to opt out your child, opt out, you can do that. And it doesn't have to be for religious or health reasons. It could just be because you don't want your kid wearing a mask. I'm wondering when the ridicule and bullying will start with kids who have been programmed to, if you see somebody without a mask, you chastise them. Or if you see somebody with a mask, you call them sheep. I wonder when the adult influence over the children is going to show rear its ugly head in the hallways at schools during this mask mandate that the school has put out there. It's going to happen because kids are bullies. It's going to happen. So, but they felt like they were doing something to help the 41,000 plus students. I don't know that all they did was change the wording. It still says the exact same thing. It says, if you as a parent don't want your child to wear a mask, they don't have to wear a mask. That's what it says. Birthdays today, Robert De Niro, 78 years old today. Belinda Carlisle of the Go-Go's, she's 63 today. Sean Penn, 61 today. Donnie Wahlberg of New Kids on the Block and Blue Bloods, he's 52 today. Here's something that I found shocking. An estimated 2,000 people travel across the U.S. each year using what kind of transportation? Over 2,000 people a year travel across the U.S., go from the East Coast to the West Coast of the U.S. on bicycle. I did not know that. That's not good. That's not good. Nearly half of us, according to a survey out of the University of Texas, in conjunction with the underwear company Tommy John, they asked 10,000 men and women about their hygiene habits. 13% of the people said they'd worn the same pair for a week or more underwear. Men are 2 times more likely than women to wear their underwear for more than a week. The underwear company and the University of Texas suggests you should swap out your old underwear for a new pair every 6 months to reduce your risk of bacterial and yeast infections. 85% of respondents said they didn't know how long they've owned their oldest pair of underwear. And 45% of Americans have worn the same pair of underwear for 2 days or longer. Man, that's just nasty. I go through 2-3 pair a day. Hey, for those of you that like to listen to audiobooks, Vanessa Stanfield, if you're a member of a book club, if anyone in your club listens to the audio version, do versions do others make them feel guilty for cheating? Well, University of Virginia psychologist Daniel Willingham has asked the cheating question fairly often and has found that people say it's not cheating. So go out and get you an audiobook. It's not cheating to listen to a book instead of reading it yourself. You still absorb it the same way. It's just someone's reading it to you instead of you reading it to yourself. So audiobooks are not cheating. Go out and read using audiobooks. It's a great way, especially if you're on the road. You just pop an audiobook into your phone or something, and then you do the auxiliary on your phone, and you can listen to, like when I was going, I'd take trips to Atlanta. I would listen to, an audiobook, going and come and get the whole book done in one trip. So audiobooks, not cheating. You're not cheating on your book club if you use audiobooks. Hey, I want to thank all my guests today. Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin, Matt Gibbs with the Rewind, plus all the callers today, and you, the listeners. Without you, this show would not be possible. Hey, remember, we are doing a candidates forum starting next week, Monday through Friday. In the 10:30 segment of the show, we'll have candidates in every day except Wednesday. That'll be a full hour because that is District 4, where there are 6 people running for that seat. So stay tuned with WOCA for the latest on the candidates running for city council and mayor, as we're doing a candidate forum all week long next week. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you tomorrow. This is WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
When it really counts, depend on The Source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3
with Lance Pride.
After President Biden accepted responsibility for the debacle in Afghanistan, he returned to vacation. Biden said the buck stops here, end quote. Lawmakers throughout America are condemning the lack of leadership at the highest levels. Florida Republican Congresswoman Kat Kammack on Fox News.
They need to own this debacle, this total and utter failure, 100%, because it's not what they did, it's how they did it.
As military transports packed with hundreds fleeing the country on Monday, others grabbed onto the plane and fell to their deaths after takeoff. One deceased body jammed to landing gear, making it inoperable, but was cleared shortly before landing. Pentagon spokesperson John Kirby said gunfire broke out in 2 separate incidents at the Kabul airport, resulting in the deaths of 2 gunmen by U.S. troops. 1 U.S. service member was injured during the incident. 382 Americans nationwide died Monday from COVID-19 complications. This is USA Radio News.
I'm hungry. What's to eat? Beans again.
Did somebody say hungry? Pistol Pete's Jerky at pistolpetesjerky.com. A herd of delicious flavors. Break bronco busting hunger. Lasso up your order at pistolpetesjerky.com.
Thanks, Pistol Pete.
I made it myself. pistolpetesjerky.com. Tell them Pete sent you.
PistolPetesJerky.com is the official beef jerky of the Chosen Generation Radio Show. When you place your order, you'll receive 2 free U.S. Constitutions and a U.S. flag sticker. 1 Constitution for you to read cover to cover, and the second to pass on to your friends, family, or loved ones. Go to PistolPetesJerky.com and use discount code CGR to get an additional 10% off. PistolPetesJerky.com and place your order today.
As the effects of inflation are hitting American wallets hard, the cost of gasoline is no exception. John Clemens from the Texas USA Radio News Bureau has the details.
Gasoline analyst Trilby Lundberg tells us the prices are up 3 cents a gallon.
Gasoline prices rose again. This time during the 3-week period, they're up 3 cents, and the new average is $3.25, and it's $1 above what it was 1 year ago.
Motorists in Baton Rouge are getting a break, while California drivers are taking a hit.
We have an average $2.74 in Baton Rouge and a monumental $4.50 in San Francisco. California in general moved up 6 cents in the past 3 weeks and now averages $4.37.
From the USA Radio News Texas Bureau, I'm John Clemens.
Seen as a major invasion of medical privacy, NFL's Las Vegas Raiders are the first team to announce they will require fans at all home games to show proof of COVID-19 vaccination. USA Radio News.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go, and pay a lot